Interrupt this fisherman's night for this King Neptune Award presentation.
This is Pacific Fishermen Shipyard in Ballard, home port to many of the boats in the Bering Sea crab fishing fleet. Hello everyone, I'm KOMO 4's Mike Ferrari. The Hansen family of Seattle has been fishing for crab on the deadly Bering Sea for decades on their boat, the Northwestern. The Hansen brothers are the stars of the TV show Deadliest Catch, but that hasn't changed them one bit. Sig, Edgar, and Norman are still fishermen at heart, and they've taken their newfound popularity, combined it with the deadly job, and turned it into their luckiest catch. Sig Hansen was born in Seattle in April of 1966. Along with younger brothers Norman and Edgar, he learned to fish under the watchful eye of their father, Norwegian-born Sverre Hansen. He taught his boys how to survive out on the Bering Sea, pushing them to their physical and mental limits while fishing for crab and salmon.
We're fourth-generation fishermen. That's all the conversations were about. And like in the Ballard community here, you know, it's Norwegian. Everyone was fishermen.
In 1977, Sverre's boat, the Foremost, sank. In that same year, the Northwestern was built. It was a proud day for the Hansens when the family boat was christened in Ballard. For 31 years, the Northwestern has fished for crab on the frigid Bering Sea.
Payoff is catching crab. I mean, that's what we're up there for. You know, that's why we sacrifice. Guys sacrifice lives, families, children, women, you name it. Places to live, just to go up there and fish. You know, for the love of it.
Despite Sverre's death in 2001, the family fishing business kept thriving. Year after year, Sig and his brothers fished for king crab in the desolate cold of the North Pacific, and nobody noticed. In the fall of 2004, the Hansen brothers agreed to allow cameras from a show Discovery Channel was producing onto their boat for a crab season. The show would be called Deadliest Catch. Fishing has taken Sig Hansen all over the world, from these docks to the Aleutian Islands to Norway. But Ballard is always home port for the Hansens, and while this community continues to constantly change, Sig Hansen points out that some things remain the same. Well, Sig, Ballard certainly has changed over the years since you grew up. This is not the same place you remember growing up.
Oh, it's absolutely, it's not. I mean, years ago it was more of an industrial center. You know, you had all the shipyards and metalworks and all kinds of more industrial facilities around here. Now it's all gone to condos, and I mean, heck, you can't even find parking anymore. I gotta admit, there's a lot of life on the weekends. A lot of people walking around, so that's kind of neat, but it's a whole different generation. You don't see the crusty old fishermen as much as you used to, and that bothers me a little. You know, a lot of these places, for me, it's not just memories for me, but for generation before me and what they represented, and it's a place that everybody congregated, you know.
Let's go check out some of these spots that are still here, holding on to history. All right, well, Sig, you said this place here, Ballard Smoke Shop, it's been here forever.
Oh yeah, as long as I can remember.
All right, let's check it out. Well, see, this is a place that guys would come look for work.
Well, back in the day, this was the hub of Ballard. So, you know, my old man, a lot of the owners of these crab boats would hang out, and if you wanted a job, this was the place to be.
It's also a place to come socialize, and you guys go out and work all day, come here and talk about fishing, right?
Talk about fishing and other things.
And this is a place that many people don't know about, right?
It was one of those things that's been a nice little secret for a while, and a lot of good times.
Do you remember this guy when he was a kid?
Yeah, when he was that big.
That big? And now he's a TV star.
He's a little bit bigger now.
Yeah. What do you think of the Hollywood deal now?
I don't know. I don't keep track of that stuff.
You don't watch the show?
Well, I should have watched the show, but I've been up there for 46 years.
So does growing up around this stuff, around boats and docks, do you get kind of an edge that makes it easier to go be a Bering Sea crab fisherman?
I think you do, especially as a kid, because you're not so refined. And you know, when we were kids, we didn't care about nothing. I mean, you just You just did it.
Right.
Yeah. Nobody said no, and if they did, we didn't care anyway. This is Ballard Oil, so this is where the boats would take their fuel before we head back up north.
What the hell do you want? They say, good to see you. They let you out, huh? He's been coming ever since his daddy brought him down in diapers, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
What's it like to see a guy like this now growing up, running the business and doing what he does? Kind of weird?
No different than it's been for, what, 30, I won't say how many years. We don't want to tell anybody how you really are.
Forever and a day. Yeah. This is sacred ground, man.
There's more fish caught in this room than there ever was in the ocean.
When you took over for Dad, and he was still alive, and you were talking to him or sending him back what you were doing and where you were catching stuff, did you have to start lying to him? Because is this where he came and started telling everybody what you were doing and giving information away?
All the owners would hang out here, so he would tell his buddies, and then they would tell their captains. They would come out and chase for you, or vice versa.
Right.
So yeah, this was information central. Yeah.
Well, Sig Fisherman's Terminal, this is kind of a sentimental spot for you because the memorial's here and your dad's name's on it.
A lot of guys have come and gone, and they've been able to remember them through the memorial. There's a lot of history here, and there's a lot of people that have lost their loved ones. It's got great sentimental value for a lot of families in Seattle. And there are a lot of guys that friends that I've known that are gone. Makes you think about how good you have it, and fortunate and lucky you are to still be around.
Hvordan var det å treffe kongen? Du var nervøs på forhånd.
Jeg var så nervøs før jeg skulle treffe kongen at jeg mener jeg svettet på hendene. Det var helt forferdelig. Og he was genuine. Han var så ekte. Han var så snille i seg, you know. For me, yeah, I'm the King's fan, yes.
Og han er din fan?
Jeg håper det. Han sa han har sett programmet, og jeg mener, hvem er trøtt? Jeg er aldri trøtt. Så jeg, og båten er jo her. Jeg har båten. Det ble bare så what can you say? Det er helt, it's unbelievable.